How do I get ready in just 10 minutes? Here's my fastest morning makeup routine that actually works. And there is a close-up of the eye makeup. So soft, natural and beautiful. And here's my before. No filters, natural light, some blemishes. Let's start with the skincare routine. You need to choose one that tackles your most common skin problem. For me, it's very dry skin all day while working. And I use an oil and this one is my holy grail. Look at how much I've used. All other steps I save for the evening routine. This oil is a watery serum with golden particles. To activate the ingredients, you need to break those little golden bubbles. It's iconic because of the way it works with all my foundations, silicone-based or water-based. I apply it to my hands first and then press it onto my face. Warm it for better absorption. And if you prefer, you can apply it directly to the face. Just make sure you don't touch the skin with applicator, because it's more hygienic than using with applicator and touch the skin. Just look at that little golden thing on the cap. Love it. So gorgeous. Next step, foundation. To save time but keep perfect blending, use a large brush. Look at the difference between the brushes. The working surface matters, and I use a silicone sponge on the other side to spread a small amount of product. 4 dots are enough. And it's enough for me, but I don't know about you. You have the other type of face and probably the proportions are different. Great coverage, less visible smile lines, and buff the foundation into the skin with the synthetic bristles. Very fast, smooth, clean, love it. At the end, I always swipe downward to brush baby hairs evenly. If you are not a beginner, you won't mess up the layers. With daily practice, you will know exactly how much foundation your face needs. I usually pump this foundation twice. Use the brush and clean around the earrings with your fingertip to prevent sticking, or just close the earrings with your fingertip. Swipe a few times on the forehead and then use leftovers on the nose and chin. Less product in the center of the face, that's where people notice texture the most, especially near the eyes. Next tip. Take a casual lipstick shade, that one is my favorite, and apply it to both your lips and cheeks. This saves time when you are in a rush. And use fingers or brush to blend, whatever speeds up the process. Fingers add warmth and better control for blending, so I probably choose blend it with the fingertips. Concealer. I apply it only to the inner corners where I have dark areas and blue and purple veins. Blend with the fingers or a brush, your choice. I like radiance textures, not matte, because they diffuse light and creates a soft blurred effect on fine lines and the other type of textures. And also, it's my huge recommendation, set it immediately to save time and prevent creases. I use a brightening white powder under the eyes instead of a second layer of light concealer. And this avoids caking and preserves delicate skin. I even used the same brush I used for concealer, just flip to the unused side. Bronzer and highlighter. I use a dry powder texture, not cream. Why? So it's 2-in-1 powder and pigment. So you can skip an extra powder step here. And actually, you can skip this step at all if you have prominent cheekbones like me, but I show the common steps so you can customize it. I also use this brush to contour my nose, a fast trick that makes eyes look bigger. Just swipe it along the sides of the nose and that's it. We have to do this because we remove the natural shadows on the nose by applying foundation, right? So then, add bronzer to the outer corners of the eyes for a subtle smoky effect. And also, you can apply highlighter to the inner corners to make them pop and make your eyes look bigger. Actually, you can stop here and add mascara, that's it. But if you have oily lids, my trick is eye tint instead of eyeshadow with primer. Apply a thin layer all over mobile lids, or just along the lash line. Dab first, just to blend, and blend it with the same brush used earlier. And then, when you make sure that it's pretty dry now, you can swipe it from side to side. And then add a bit of pigment to the lower lash line for a monochrome effect. The shade I used is Dusty Pink, works beautifully for blue, gray, green, and especially brown eyes. I apply second layer to build intensity and show you and demonstrate how beautiful this color is. and perfect for work, and actually then you can go for evening drinks. You can reapply this eye tint throughout the day and customize your own intensity of the makeup. Since I wear contacts and hate fallout, I use tubing mascara, easy to remove with a warm water, no smudges, no dragging delicate under the eye skin, gentle, and actually it's time-saving. Thin, fluffy, lightweight, separated lashes. I blink into the bonk to coat every lash evenly and create that soft doll effect. Focus on the roots, make sure a lot of mascara stays there and really leaves the lashes. And also you can change the direction of the lashes and wait until it sets. Eyebrows. I use eyeshadow, not pencil or marker. It's faster, softer, and much easier to control. Powder gives a natural shadow effect, so even if the brows aren't perfectly identical, it won't look harsh or overdrawn. It's very forgiving, especially when you're in a hurry. Brush the brows upward to see the real shape and where you actually need pigment. I always start from the tail and move toward the middle of the brow, never from the front. This prevents the brows from looking too heavy or blocky, and the front should stay the softest and lightest part. Use small light strokes, almost like shading, not drawing, and focus only on the spare areas. Don't fill everything. The goal is to enhance, not rebuild the brow. When you are in a rush, perfection is not necessary. Balance and softness are what makes brows look good and natural. Then brush through again and diffuse the pigment and blend it with your natural brow hairs. If you are not sure about everything, just add setting spray. This step pulls the whole look together in seconds. It melts all the layers, especially powder, so the makeup stops looking like separate products and starts looking like a real skin. Hold the bottle at a comfortable distance, not too close, and spray in a soft X and T motion across the face. This gives an even distribution without soaking one area. And don't rub, don't touch, let it sit and dry naturally for a few seconds. And setting spray also add a light veil of hydration, which is especially important if your skin tends to feel tight during the day. And the finish becomes fresher, more natural, and slightly glowing, like your skin but better. Another time-saving trick, if you see tiny creases or dryness anywhere, lightly tap the area with your fingertips after the spray, and the moisture helps blend everything instantly without adding more product. No extra layers here, no heaviness, just your skin. Oh, and remember, the biggest time-saving trick is not only the makeup itself. It's your prepared space, a clean mirror, organized makeup kit, and clean brushes. Actually, everything saves you minutes every single day. What you do in the evening decides how fast and stress-free your morning will be. Even 10 minutes is enough to look fresh, polished, and confident. Try this routine tomorrow morning and see how much time you save. And now tell me, what is your biggest morning makeup struggle? Is it the time, skin, blending, products, or something else? Thank you so much for spending these minutes with me, and see you soon. Bye!